Well, we're gonna have to edit the crap out of this video. It's not very informative. All right, guys. Today is the day that we clean the canister. It's probably been a good year, at least a year, because I know this because when I started doing this YouTube stuff, I had just gotten this guy and I moved around everything. Probably got this before I started making videos, but I haven't cleaned the filter at all. So it's been over a year. And the water, like, I can tell I need to clean it. Big guy over here, he's gone through some stuff. That's why the water level's low. Tank's being medicated. So I'm gonna clean the filter and then do a big water change so we can get some nice, fresh, clean water. But let's dive into it. All right, so this is what's going on. This is the 75 gallon. I've got the Sun 303B. Now it is the big guy that comes with the UV filter. I never used it just because I didn't think I needed to. Probably once I've cleaned it out, I might kick it on for a bit just to make sure everything's kind of cleared out in here. I did a hard clean yesterday, but obviously it's not too good. The water, you know, it's got these little white particles in there, and that is from the medication. So I put Paracleanse, I think it is. Because if you look at him, he's got a little case of HIF, which, if you guys don't know, is hole in the head. You can see it like right between his eyes. Looks like little punctures, like right in front of that eye. It's got a couple spots. And I put in some Paracleanse. See it right there. You look like he's kind of just been stabbed a little bit in the face. I've had a flower horn who's actually had it on his head. And all I did was big water change, kept the water clean, add a little bit of salt, probably about 50% water change every 4 days for probably a good month, and then it cleared up. So that is my plan for this guy. I'm gonna give him some medication, keep the water clean, but first I gotta clean the filter. All right, let's dive into it. Okay, so first thing is first, obviously I've got to go in on a spray bar, and from the looks of it, for sure the float is slow. That's my intake back there, outtake over here. So definitely what we're gonna do is unplug it firstly, but I gotta figure out which outtake it goes to. It's like a vibe in here because the bottom is painted red. So, all right, this is that. Let's unplug it. All right, it's unplugged. It's off. And I feel like I can unhook this, but I'm trying to think. I know one of these canisters has something where water doesn't go through. I just don't think this is it. So in order for that to happen, I've got to take the intake out of the water. So there's no suction going on. No suction of the water means no coming out of the water. Okay. Intake is out. Last bits of the water is dripping out. There for good measure or something. I don't know. I might need both hands, so let me figure this out. All right, that's good. I almost feel like I've got to plug it in to make sure I get everything out. Or maybe you can pump it. Oh, that's a hard pump. All right, let's see what happens when I plug it back in. All right, plugged it in. Looks like it's getting everything out. Obviously you can see the intake is not in there. All right. If you hear that sound, it is running dry. All right, nothing in there. Nothing in there. Should be good. Now I haven't done a lot of canister cleanings, so I am not such a pro, but I feel like I need to get something. That's too big in case water spills out. All right, got a little bucket. It's just in case. All right, bucket's down. I'm gonna pop this guy open. I should be able to just, yep. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. No water coming out. This guy's filled to the brim. All right, I'm gonna carry it over to the sink and we'll resume. All right, at the sink, I've got one. There's another canister in that Home Depot bucket. And this is number 3 that I've got to clean out. But it's probably one of the parts I hate, about having canisters is the maintenance. There's no real easy way to do it. That's why I almost never do it. All right, look at that. Oh, yummy stuff. So give you guys a look. That's the UV bulb right there. Okay, let's lift this guy up. Not with one hand. All right, this is what we're dealing with. Let's remove the cover. Yeah. All this fish gravy. Yeah, see? It's barely even going through. Alright, so before we do that, let's take out these guys. Alright. The water is not too gunky. It's smooth. Alright. That's good. I guess we'll just pour it out. All right. Yeah. 1 year's worth of a single fish. That's the good stuff. All right. Let's take out. Oh yeah, just take out everything. All right. First, we're just gonna wash these guys out. Now, beneficial bacteria. Just gonna give them a quickie. You don't want the unchlorinated or the chlorinated water to run through them for too long because you can kill off the beneficial bacteria, but it really takes a really long time for that to happen. So I know I'm not worried about it. I feel like I need a bigger sink. Now these guys, trash. This was just filter floss, which I have a whole box full of. And I want to just wring it out. This doesn't make the garbage too heavy. This guy. I'm just going to swish it around. Yeah. All right. That's good enough. It's not perfect, but I don't need it to be. It's a filter after all. So if I can remember, this guy was first. Let's make sure the orientation is correct. I'm pretty sure that's okay. sponges back in. It's just 3 of them. Got this guy. I've been really debating if I want to just add a carbon to it, but I don't think so. But I do think I want a not such a fine. I wonder if this is a spare one. I think this is a spare one. So I'm wondering if I don't want such a fine filter. I guess it's okay. I think it's going to go on top. And what can we put in the middle? Shoot. All right, so the finer the filter media, the easier it's going to get clogged and slow the flow down. So I know I have filter paddings, but I also know I have filter blocks, but I can't find them. So what we're gonna do is, see, this is why I don't clean my fish room, it's because I lose everything. We're gonna take this guy, which is a little bit more coarse than the filter floss. It is still very low ppm. It's not ppm, it's not parts per million, it's whatever that is, you know, the grade. The higher the number means how many, I don't know, more holes there are. I don't know. Well, it means higher the number, the more it's going to filter. So I'm just going to cut out a piece of this, stuff it in there, and then add some filter floss on top. All right. It's not perfect, but it's there. As you can see, there's some little gaps, but I am not worried about that. Let's pop in this guy, and then let's do the finer filter floss. And that's really it. That's all I need from this filter. This guy back on, just like that. It's gonna go in the hole. That's good. Let's lock it up. I think the biggest fear I have with taking apart cleaning canister filters is there being a mistake when I start it up again. Mistake meaning a leak. So I've had canister filters leak on me before, and it's never fun. All right, I mean, it's most of the time when it happens, it's usually the seal, the gasket, the O-ring in there. But then you've got to leave it off and wait to go unordered. All right, let's put this bad boy back in here. All right, he is in. Let's reconnect the hoses. Make sure to push those in all the way. Okay, those are in. Pop the seal. Let's primer up. Oops. Just kidding. Let's put the intake back in the water. That would help. Intake's back in. A little crooked, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'll put intakes in. Let's get her primed. And I'm gonna keep pumping like this until we hear some water flowing. Okay, I can see the little particles going around there. It's trying to do something, but it's just not. All right, I think I've got to plug up the other side or do this the old-fashioned way and suck siphon, which I'm not a fan of, but I mean, it's quick And that's just putting this end to my mouth, sucking it until water comes in, and then plugging it right back in. But let's try to avoid that method because I don't even want to undo these things because those are a pain to put back on. So, all right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna plug up the outtake so there's more suction and pump that at the same time. Plug that hole. And let's pump. Okay, I can't tell, and I'm sweating. Do we do this the old-fashioned way? Ah. Okay. And I know my spray bar restricts some flow. I just like it. I don't know. I just like the movement it creates. All right, so now I've been thinking about doing the alternative siphon method, where you don't have to suck it, but you just kind of let gravity do its thing. Let's see if we can wing that. And if not, we'll go the old-fashioned way. It's kind of scary. Gosh, look at that. Tube, I do. So essentially, water. It's because my water pressure is too low because the tank is not full enough. Let's go to the tried and true old-fashioned method of manual siphon. It's gonna be quick. Oh, this does shut it off, okay. It's really crusty. And just like that. Oh. Goatee water. But at least there was a shut off valve. Alright, so now I know it's good. You can hear it. Filling up with water. That's just the name of the game, guys. Alright. Once you stop hearing that trickle, then you'll know it's pretty much full. You can turn it on. I think we're good. There we go. Alright, got all the gunk. Those in there coming out. Everything should be working good. Flow's not much stronger. just a little bit. I can see more of an arc. But I am gonna leave the UV off probably until tomorrow. I'm gonna give the meds another 24 hours to do their thing. This guy turn loose. All right, it's a little messy, a little wet. And I think we're gonna be all set. Perfect. All right, good enough. I'll clean up this mess on the ground, but that's it. I don't think you guys need to clean your canister filters often. Obviously, unless there's something wrong. If this guy wasn't looking so hot, I mean, if he was looking fine, then I think I would have let it go for a little bit longer. But it's definitely something that was overdue that I needed to do. But I think it should help a lot now. So I guess that's it, guys. I'm gonna clean up, but I don't know, hopefully you guys learned something in this video. Catch you guys in the next one.